Cutting-edge guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with, of course, some final shape gear to go over. Yep, final shape, not season of the witch. If you did pre-order the final shape, which I have done myself, you will be gifted a bunch of things that you could actually pick up in the game right now. So there's, of course, like emotes. There's, of course, this emblem. There's this emote over here, which is pretty cool. But there is also a weapon, sort of like the Quicksilver Storm, that you can obtain right away. And it's going to be the Tessellation. Tessellation? I think Tessellation is the right word. But this is basically going to be a final shape sort of weapon. You can see it definitely has the whole pyramid look going for it and the whole shape going for it as well. But this, as I said, this is going to be a pre-order bonus. Of course, you will be able to obtain this once final shape comes out. But if you do pre-order the game, you will, of course, be able to get this right away, which you can see it's a dope-ass looking weapon and everything. And what this will have is, of course, property undecidable. This weapon adapts its damage type to match your equipped subclass. Final blows grants grenade energy. It will also have the trait property irreducible. Consume your grenade to load a large projectile that generates an element explosion on impact. I assume this also ties into whatever grenade you're using as well. But this is going to be a really cool weapon, as I said. A weapon that you can basically use any sort of freaking element to. That's sort of pay to win, to be honest. Because you have Hardlight, you got Borealis and everything. Of course, they can switch between those trees, like Arc, Solar, and of course Void. This one can go between any of them, which that's a bit of a game breaker for me, to be honest. This Tessellation. This thing could be an absolute banger. We're going to showcase what it's like. So without further ado, let's go to PvP with the Tessellation. Alrighty, so we are going to be on the spawn camp buffet with, of course, our Tez. We're going to call it the Tez. As a verse, and of course, I mean, I cannot say the name of this freaking gun, but I will definitely say that this weapon, it should be really cool. Of course, Glacial Chasm will wreck your ass and everything, but this weapon, it's basically got to be whatever sort of element subclass you are picking. So you can see I have a strand subclass on, but I also have a stasis weapon. So, oh, buddy. Oh, the Glacial Chasm. But you'll see that he killed himself. Okay, we'll take that kill. But yeah, you can see this is basically a weapon that could be any sort of freaking elemental damage type, which honestly, currently, there's no other weapon in the game like this. So yeah, people might complain that it's pay to win, and I would tend to kind of agree because it is a little bit pay to win. I'm not gonna freaking lie. A weapon that can basically do any elemental type of damage is gonna be really cool. You will see that the reload animation and everything on this is gonna be really, really nice, and the scope on this too is really dope as well. I'm getting absolutely freaking annihilated by a Glacial Chasm. But yeah, the scope on this is really dope, of course. Obviously, it's gonna have a whole pyramid sort of triangle effect going for it and everything. But I will say that it's not like it's the worst archetype of fusion. 660s are not the worst, but they're definitely gonna be the kind of ones where you kind of have to two-shot or whatever and everything. But you can see it can be nice. But yeah, it is really interesting. I actually kind of want to see. Oh, I pressed the wrong freaking button. I wanted to see actually what the. Oh my god. Yo, no freaking way that just happened. Someone robbed my kill. But here's the reload animation again. As I said, it is a really dope reload animation. But I want to see what the grenade actually part of it, like the beam part, actually does for this, because it could be actually really nice. Look at this guy real quick though. Oh my god, and I lost the fight. That's 600s in kind of in action. This guy is just AFK and rumble, I think. With 6.6, these sorts of fusion rifles and everything, they're not bad or anything like that, but they definitely struggle when it comes to one-shot capability. They're definitely not as good as probably some other fusions PvP. So I do understand PvP-wise, it's not going to be that freaking goat or anything, but I think when it comes to PvE, this is going to be an absolute freaking machine. Obviously, people will start saying like Mercy the Celestial and all them for this kind of general PvE shenanigans. Oh, buddy, give me your kill. But for general PvE shenanigans, you might want to go for like what's it called? Oh my god, he's 100 miles away. Oh, don't thing on. No, give it a kill. And you know, we're actually gonna test this out now, okay? Oh my god, that's actually pretty sick. Oh my god, okay, that's actually really, really freaking cool. It does use a grenade slot, but my good god, that's actually pretty freaking sick. It's just like a big ass beam. I wonder if it can one shot. But yeah, I just can't get over that it's a PvE weapon that basically it has all the elements to it. You can use whatever elements you want. And we'll get this guy as well. And it's a hammer bonk time. Oh my god. No, 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 no. We don't want to mess with that. No, we're actually going to try this again. I said this animation, that is pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. Oh my god. Okay, it's like an area of effect type of thing. Oh, I got absolutely blasted, but that's actually really, really cool. I will say that I don't think this is going to be a PvP weapon anytime soon. I don't think you're going to see this absolutely wrecking out PvP. Obviously, things might change if like certain aspects come out. And obviously, it's great for getting your grenade energy back and everything. But when you got things like Glacial Chasm that can one-tap from a half a mile away, it's not going to really be the best bet. And of course, you can use it with any subclass, but elemental types don't really matter PvE too much unless you want to get amplified and everything going. So I think PvE or PvP are probably safe, so not too much pay to win there. But I definitely will say, and oh, you know what, we just aren't going to deal with that. And you know what? Oh, I forgot. I was on strand. That was so bad. But yeah, I will say that this guy weapon, it's really, really dope, but at PvP, it's definitely not going to be anything like too broken. I think PvE though, this is kind of pay to win. Alrighty, so we're going to do the PvE side of things, of course, with our tests. And yeah, this is where it's going to be, as I said, a little bit pay to win. As I said, PvP, it wasn't bad. 600 RPMs, they're not bad or anything like that. They can do well, but obviously I think there's better in terms of perks and everything too. But yeah, the fact that I can legit pick any sort of freaking subclass and use this, man, that's an absolute game changer. It means you can run legit. I can run triple stasis if I have a stasis heavy. It's actually pretty surreal. Obviously, there may be final shape, there might be other things like that, but as I said, this is a really sick animation. I really do like it, but oh, I missed shots. But yeah, this is just a sick exotic. Obviously, this is gonna be what's called, you need to, of course, pre-order final shape for it to get it obviously early. Honestly, kind of is a bit of pay to win, especially when there's no other weapon in the game that can actually basically run every single type of element. But I will say that it's gonna be really, really dope, especially in strikes or whatever. Like, there's the grenader modifier on right now, so I can basically get this freaking thing going consistently. You'll see every time I use my grenade. Oh, we'll get this, then there's explosion. I already nearly have my thing back though, because this weapon actually generates grenade energy already. I will say though, you can't actually use the grenade ability when you have no ammo. So I have no bullets, so I couldn't actually like use like a little grenade blast, because that would actually kind of be a bit OP. No ammo, but you still have to blast things. Oh, we're gonna do this again though. We're gonna get an explosion in, and anyone want to peek me? Yo, Thunderlord, dude, can you just stop for a sec? I want to actually shoot my thing. But I actually love the way it goes. And actually turns your reticle into a big fat square. You can see there's the kill. And it actually does kind of do like a little bit of a solar effect on it. As I said, it's just a really dope exotic. I mean, if all the exotics are going to be like this when the final shape actually comes out, I cannot put a fault to it. As I said, this thing is just going to be so freaking dope in the right hand. As I said, right builds, right freaking mods and everything. Legit, this is a weapon that doesn't matter what mods are up that season. This is going to benefit from it, because this can legit do every single element damage type. We got our solar explosion going in again though, and you can see the explosions actually does a good bit of damage. And if you definitely have like, obviously having the healing nade on is like a minute 20 for a freaking when you get your nade back with grenade modifier, you basically get this big ass explosion like near enough consistently. Like, I mean, it does a ton, 130,000 damage. I mean, it does a lot of freaking work. But yeah, for me, this is just like an absolute masterclass of weapon, especially because you can kind of get this like big ass explosion going as well, which does apparently a ton of freaking damage, and that you can use with any subclass. I legit cannot freaking describe a better freaking weapon PvE. Like, you can see 107,000 damage. Yeah, it's freaking basically pay to win. I'm not gonna lie. This is the pre-order bonus set for final shape, so a lot of people might have it, a lot of people won't and everything. Is it gonna be something you have to have? No, because when I say pay to win, I mean more PvE. PvP is definitely not gonna be anything where I'm like, oh my god, it's absolutely broken. So I do understand why people want, like, maybe not want to pre-order and everything. If you want to be a PvE chat or whatever, you might want this, but other than that, you're not really going to care about it much PvP wise. But I do think that, generally speaking, especially because it has this grenade sort of bonus kind of perk going for it, I just think it's freaking nuts. As I said, the damage you can kind of do for a freaking like a light grenade, or having the healing grenade or something on, or if you have a good grenade launcher build, or a freaking good grenade build, or good of course just solar build, arc build, it doesn't matter what element, to be honest. We basically have the avatar of fusion rifles, the avatar of weapons. Basically, this can legit be anything it freaking wants to be. That's what's so great about it. So yeah, I will definitely say it's just really dope. Like, you see how much damage you can freaking do. Oh my god, it just got absolutely freaking wasted. We finished it off though with the grenade, and I will definitely say that the grenade is actually kind of slow to fire, but once it hits, the damage is honestly insane how much you can actually do with it. So yeah, I will definitely say a little bit pay to win. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is a little bit pay to freaking win. So yeah, that is it for me. And of course, the Tessellation fusion rifle. As I said, it's just pretty sick that it's the first sort of avatar weapon that you can legit be any sort of element, and it will still do work. And the grenade sort of aspect too, in terms of this this irreducible thing, this thing's insane. The amount of damage that can actually do, and especially when you got like grenade modifiers, or if you have a grenade build going, it's honestly pretty sick, this weapon. I'm not gonna lie. If all the final shape weapon or exotics are like this, we're in for a freaking treat. This is actually insane. As I said, how you can get this right now is, of course, if you do pre-order the final shape, you can of course go to the tower. There's like a monument or a statue down there. You can grab this and a couple of other like pre-order bonuses and everything. But yeah, PvE wise, I honestly do think this is a bit of pay to win. I mean, a weapon that can legit be any sort of elemental elemental damage is just god tier. I mean, it means that any season that comes up, like, what are the mods this season for elemental? So actually, this season's all about orbs and everything, but you can see it has solar orbs, arc orbs, or void. So you can legit change your subclass and this weapon fits it. Said you can pick any of these, the monochromatic maestro. You can pick whatever elemental damage you want, and then of course you can match your gun to it. This gun is just, it's god tier. I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly, for me, it's pay to win PvE side. And the reason I clarify that is that you're not gonna miss out if you don't have this PvP or anything like that. It's not that good PvP. It's solid, it can do work, but I think PvE is definitely where you're gonna see the best, of course, effects of this weapon. I do think that if you're a PvE head and you love your PvE side of things, I do think this is going to be an absolute god tier weapon. Obviously, endgame people will still go for more utility weapons and obviously exotic heavies and everything, but I will say do not sleep with the Tessellation, because this thing, it's an absolute freaking banger. But regardless, if you like the video, just like, and if you see more content, subscribe, fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you next collective in the next one.